Hey guys, this is Vaul, and we're back with the MSL Grand Final Game 3. Wow, pressure really on Jaedong now to come back from this because ForGG has got this 2-0 so far, and we're now onto the third map, which is Tiamat. So taking a look at the positions, we've got ForGG up the top left, looks to be in white, and Jaedong, that means he'll have to be down in the bottom right as Teal. Teal Zerg, of course. Now, Tiamat, two-player map. I have not seen that many games on this map. I've only played a small handful of games on this map myself. Very interesting map, but I think it's, well, I assume it's been a little bit unexplored from a sort of a relative pro-gaming scene perspective. I can't say that with any certainty, though, because I don't really know how much this has cropped up in the Pro League or whatever. I think, you know, no, this has only come up in the MSL, yeah. But still, interesting map. It's got the neutral power generators along the sides, which you can destroy to access your opponent's expansions down the bottom left and top right, and the middle left and right, and a time attacker there by ForGG. A lot of people, the Koreans especially, think of him as a player that has really good timing attacks, and I think I'd have to agree with that. He's pulled off some really immaculate timing attacks in the past. But taking a look at the game, Jaedong appears to have gone for a 9 pull, and yeah, again, he seems to be really going for that early aggression against ForGG. We've seen it in the last, well, we saw it in the first game. We didn't quite see that in the second game, but it certainly didn't pay off for him in the first game. Maybe he has some other tactic, related to this map which requires him to pull early. We'll see what comes of this, but I have to say that ForGG seems to be prepared for everything. Well, prepared for a lot of, well, I take that up actually. He's probably not prepared for everything. Let me just say that he's prepared for everything that Jaedong in particular has planned. And ForGG seems to know Jaedong very well, just based on the last couple of games, and he has countered him at every turn, as far as I've seen. Maybe this game will be different, but already the SCV heading out, he will see that 9 pull. He will see the 6 Zerglings being morphed in those eggs, as we can see on the screen right now. And ForGG will have a plan prepared for this. I'm sure of it. And it just remains to be seen what Jaedong manages to do. And he's got the drone there. The SCV is just heading right at the ramp. The SCV is not even bothering to prevent that expansion. And a good idea too, because the Zerglings are out. They would have just killed the drone anyway. And Jaedong just heading out with, it looks like 4 Zerglings. He's leaving 2 at his home just to take care of that scout. And fair enough too. I mean, Jaedong's got a scout of his own in ForGG space. He'll know what ForGG has in mind. And here we go. We've got some SCVs heading to the ramp. This is standard prevention for a 9 pull. Just get your SCVs on the ramp, get a couple of Marines in behind, and then maybe go 3, build a second barracks, and make sure you've got plenty of Marines to push out to get that expansion. Aha! And ForGG is actually building his command center inside his base. So very smart and very standard move. Against the 9 pull, ForGG will be able to get his expansion out. It's been delayed slightly by that 9 pull, but again, Jaedong's 9 pull has delayed his own economy a little bit as well. So players, they seem like they're fairly even right now. Maybe ForGG has a small advantage, it's hard to tell. And there's the 3rd hatchery from Jaedong, so it looks like a pretty much a standard 3 hatch. Maybe he'll try lurkers this game. I doubt it though. I'm sure he'll stick to his staple unit, which is Mutalisks, of course, and especially on this map. And another thing to point out is that with Mutalisks on this map, it could actually be quite difficult to harass with the mineral lines just hugging the side of the map like that. Hard to get the Mutalisks around and doing some harassment, and very easy for the Terran player to get turrets up. Maybe that's why Jaedong was commenting at the beginning, well, in the interview before this match, that the maps favour Terran, and perhaps they do. I certainly think Othello's good for Terran. Tiamat, probably good against Mutalisk using Zerg players at least. As for Colosseum, I'm not sure. In my own experience, I've always found it difficult to play against Zerg players on that map. And ForGG seemed to play a, well, I'm not going to call it a standard build, but he didn't go, mechanized units or anything. Alright, so looking at Jaedong's base, there's that 3rd hatchery completed. We haven't actually seen a lair yet. I'm sure he's just getting plenty of drones popping up before he's ready to do that. Oh, got some Zerglings being created there from Jaedong, so this could be... I love the NBC shots of the crowd though. They always really capture the spirit of StarCraft as this young lady. demonstrates really watching the game on the edge of her seat. I've got a bunch of Zerglings just testing the waters here. ForGG's got his command center secured and the natural expansion is up and ready, but it's very, very rare for Zerg players to add to the number of Zerglings they've got after that first 6, unless they're going for a dedicated rush. And I did see Jaedong building some. Wow, Jaedong does have a lot of Zerglings here, so maybe he's going to be trying something akin to a rush, but I don't think this is going to do so well for him, especially just throwing a few Zerglings in straight away. And well, here they go. Well, plenty of Zerglings coming in. ForGG's having to pull his SCVs off the line here. A lot of Marines are going down. Some Zerglings are just streaming past the SCVs, going straight for the medics. The medics are able to heal themselves. This does not look all that effective for Jaedong. ForGG is doing a great job with his SCVs, just preventing any damage from being done. And wow, that was a strange move there from Jaedong. I rarely see that from a player like him, just attacking the Terran players straight up like that. Noticeably, ForGG didn't have a bunker, but he didn't really need to because he had so many Marines, and here's the Firebat. So once ForGG gets a bunch of Firebats out, it's just not going to be very good for Jaedong to do this. And unfortunately, this is going to cut down from his Mutalisks, and I don't really like that because it's really going to mean that ForGG is going to have an economy which is going to be ahead of Jaedong's in the mid game, and that's going to be really hard. Yes, this lady here is looking quite concerned. It's probably Jaedong's mom or something like that. Oh man, yeah, these Zerglings are not going to be able to kill any SCVs, even if they do kill a few Marines. Yeah, well, there's the Spire. So following it up, but Jaedong is just not going to have enough Mutalisks after building all these Zerglings. He's not really going to be able to power that build. On the other hand, with so many Firebats, maybe Jaedong won't need that many Mutalisks. We'll see shortly, but wow, heaps of Firebats. Man, ForGG is going to need an exceptional number of turrets, in my opinion, to be able to hold off the Mutalisk rush, and I think that would be the correct thing. And he'll know what to do. We can pretty much trust him. Jaedong hasn't bothered to put down an expansion hatchery yet. I'm not sure if he can afford too much. Wow, here comes a bunch of Zerglings straight into ForGG's base. He's going to see the three barracks. There's not too much other information to pick up, really. He was really just trying to delay things by taking out SCVs, and there's the first turret down that I can see. Very good positioning for these turrets. Yeah, it's on a map like this. You really want to put your turrets further out to the other side of your base because you can defend your mineral lines very easily with just Marines, because the mineral lines are just packed next to the edge of the map, and Mutalisks don't have that much room to maneuver. But if you put your turrets around the outskirts, you can prevent the Mutalisks from just doing hit and runs, coming in and doing what they want. You can really control the airways basically with where you put your Marines. So this looks good. Yeah, I'm really liking this turret setup from ForGG. He's still adding to the turrets, and like I said, he's going to need them. As you can see, ForGG is only